The first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run, and right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd down, Williams. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The Lance going to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Room here to run. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
What a terrific story is Greg Dulcich, who began as a walk-on at UCLA and got better each and every season. Really stretches a field average over 17 yards per catch his last 2 years as a Bruin. Exactly what Denver was looking for to replace Noah Fant at tight end.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now a play fake. Lance
taking a shot for Samuel.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 16.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
James has got it, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the 49ers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. The kick by McManus is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Lance now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 38 yards. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson able to find Judy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
14.
Wilson to throw. Caught by Dulcich, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Throwing now is Wilson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter.
Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.